Hi my loves, so today I'm going to be doing a first impression style video, and this is on a product that I heard so much about a couple years back, but I never got the chance to try out, so I figured why not try it now. Real quick before I start, if you hear anything in the background, the roomie is in the room right now, and she's gonna be doing her own thing, so if y'all hear anything, that's just her, not any kind of ghost. Hopefully not, let's not freak me out.
Hi!
Have to say hi to the people. But yeah, so the product that I'm gonna try out today is the Nivea Men Sensitive Skin Post Shave Balm. If you guys have heard of this, you probably heard it from Nikki Tutorials here on YouTube. She used to rave about this product non-stop. I don't know if she still uses it or not, but she used to always like use this before her foundation as kind of a primer base before she goes ahead and does all her skin products. So I figured that I have really dry skin, and the major ingredient in this is glycerin, which is the reason that she recommended it, and that is supposed to really help people with dry skin to just add moisture back in and really get things to stick. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it out. I'll just read a little bit on the back. It's supposed to soothe your skin from irritation. It's supposed to improve your skin condition over time. There's supposed to be no drying alcohol in it, and it does have a slight fragrance. So this is something that you may not like if you are sensitive to fragrance, but from what I hear, it doesn't last once you have it on the skin and it kind of dries down. So I'm gonna see if that is really the case. So what it comes in, it's a 3.3 fluid ounce bottle. I'm not gonna say the price because I actually got this at my campus store, but you can probably find this for really inexpensive anywhere. I've seen it in Walmart, Target, a bunch of drugstores sell this. And so I'm gonna go ahead and just apply it. There's no little spout, it's just kind of a pour style bottle. It is glass, so just be careful if you do try it out. You don't wanna accidentally drop it. And what I'm gonna do actually is just kind of put my finger over, tilt it, and then just kind of apply a tiny bit to the sections of my face, and then just kind of rub it in with my fingers. So I personally do use glycerin in my everyday skincare routine. I actually randomly do take like just standard glycerin in the bottle, and I mix it in with my moisturizer. And what that does is, even though my moisturizer already has glycerin in it, this kind of adds more moisture to my skin. So I am getting that feeling of extra moisturizer from this. It definitely does feel like that smoothing and just kind of tacky feeling that glycerin does give your skin. I actually do like the way it feels. The smell for me, like I don't smell it anymore, but it definitely does have that kind of masculine scent. It does go away, but I actually don't find it too overpowering or unappealing. So if you are somebody who's nervous about the scent, I don't think you're going to really hate that. Sorry that I'm touching my face. I really just kind of am intrigued by this product. So what I want to do now is go ahead and take a matte finish foundation. Now, the reason I want to do this is because I have super dry skin, and matte finishes tend to not sit on my skin very well. So I figured the best way to test out this primer and to see if it really kind of smooths out your skin and makes foundation go on nicer is to use a foundation that necessarily wouldn't work with my skin type without the primer. So today I'm going to be using the CoverGirl Matte BB Cream. This is in the shade 530 Light Medium. For me, I can wear this on its own, but I do have to do a lot of steps to really make it work for my skin type. So for me, if I'm going to use this, a lot of the times I'll mix it in with a more dewy foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and use this on its own today, and I'm going to apply it the same way I normally apply my foundation complexion products, which is with a damp sponge. This already allows the foundation to go on easier to my skin, so I'm gonna see if it really kind of reacts with this primer at all, because I know some primers don't work well when you add kind of like a wet base to them. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this all over my skin. I'll probably fast forward through this as you can see, but I'm going to just take a little bit and apply it like normal. So let's go ahead and do that. I went ahead and zoomed in. I have not set my face yet so that you guys can really see what it looks like with just the foundation applied. I do really like the way that my skin is looking. I'm not really sure how big of a difference it really made, mainly because I did get kind of cakey around my nose, which does happen to me when I use matte foundations, and I was really hoping that this would kind of help alleviate that, because when I use matte foundations, one of the main reasons that I cannot wear them with my skin on their own is because around my nose and like around my mouth area, they tend to get very cakey and very dry looking. Now, I was able to smooth it out a little bit by spraying a little bit of water and then just kind of going back over it with my Real Technique sponge, but that really didn't help as far as that kind of cakey look, I guess. So far the Nivea primer is not doing too much for me, although I will say my skin does look a little bit more dewy than normal. So in the areas like on my cheeks and my forehead, it does look very smooth and it does look a lot more hydrated than it would normally look with just foundation on its own. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my makeup routine, and then I will come back and give you guys my final thoughts on how it looked, how it changed the makeup, and then how it works within my entire routine. So I'll be right back. So now to go into my final thoughts on this product, I do think that it worked really well with my skin type. It did add a bit of hydration. The foundation didn't sit the best on my problem area, which is my nose, but I don't really kind of fault this product for that, just because I have super dry dehydrated skin. So any matte foundation, especially used on its own, is not going to sit the best on my skin. I do think it added hydration, and I did like the way that it made the foundation sit on my cheeks, my chin, and my forehead area. So I do think it helps a little bit. It's just one of those things that you can't kind of go and use a foundation that does not work for your skin and expect it to make it look very nice. So I did like that I kind of tested it out with the matte foundation, because it really shows me how much hydration and really how big of a smoothing effect it does have. I do think it helps a little bit, but it's not going to be like a game changer where if you are a super dry skin girl, you're not going to be able to wear like that super matte foundation and have it look very nice and smooth on the skin. It's still gonna look very matte. It's still gonna be a little bit thicker than maybe your skin can handle, but I do think it helps, and I actually did like the way that the foundation sat on top. Now, I can't do a wear test with this foundation because it is around, I think, like 6 o'clock now in the afternoon, so there's really not going to be too much wear that I'm going to get out of this, but I will do updates, or I may do a update just in the description bar telling you guys how it wore. I don't normally have a problem with how my foundation wears throughout the day, so longevity is not the issue for me. It's more the initial application. So as far as initial application goes, I do like the way that this looks. I am very happy with the way that my foundation went on over it. And I can only assume that it's going to work a hell of a lot better with using foundations that work better with my skin. Or if I was to say use this foundation again, mixing that with maybe a little bit of a dewier foundation formula, I feel like that will make my skin look just exactly the way I want it. Sorry, my phone's going off. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about this product. I do recommend, if you are thinking of trying it out, going ahead and picking it up. It's not super expensive from what I see, and I definitely think that it is a good product to add hydration to your skin if you are somebody that has drier skin. Now, I don't have any type of oils coming through on my face throughout the day, so I can't even say what this will wear or how this will wear if you have any type of oil like concerns. So I would say if you are super dry, this is a great product to try out. If you are more oily, you may want to try something that has more oil controlling properties, just because glycerin, just the ingredient itself, is targeted towards adding moisture and hydration back to the skin. So if you are concerned about oil control, this may not be the best product, although I cannot attest to how this would wear on your skin because I don't have that type of skin. But yeah, so definitely recommend trying it out. It actually does work for what people said that it was supposed to do, and it works in the way that I was hoping that it would. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have not already, please subscribe. The button is somewhere down below. I will have all of the links to my social media in the description bar, as well as the beginning and end of this video. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you guys may be, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye everybody!